What up, Hood Rich Gang? You know who it is. It's your girl. Hit that button down there and subscribe. You know how I like it.
Hi YouTube. So I'm back again. Today I decided to do something different with y'all. Today I'm gonna eat with you guys, and then we're gonna do a little talking and see how it goes. Okay? My husband actually cooked for me, so high five for my husband. He did broccoli and cheese, baked chicken, potatoes, and spaghetti. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I love the way he cooked. Thanks, husband. High five for you. Anyway, so I wanted to do something different. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, I guess, what's going on in the world. It's a lot of things that's going on that's me as a African American, I'm very concerned about. Give me 2 seconds. Always say your grace. Always say your grace. But yeah, with the death of Floyd, it's very disturbing. Me as a woman, I sit back and I think about, I have kids of my own. I have two kids, two boys and one girl. And it's kind of crazy how this world is changing. It's always been racism there, but the fact over the years it's just getting worse and worse. We thought that racism was, over and done with, but it's here. Um, I do not agree with what happened, and like they said, I do feel that strongly about the situation that he sat there and killed that guy for no reason. Like he kept saying he can't breathe, and you still sat there as authority, as the law. You could have did better than that. You're supposed to enforce the law, not break it. Everyone knows that what you did was wrong, and it's a very sad thing. Oh wow, that's good. Oh, everyone else ate but me, because I wanted to do the video, and they kept saying that the spaghetti was the best. It actually is good. But anyway, um, me as a black person, I can count on my hand how many times that I have been racially discriminated, and that's the sad part. I shouldn't be able to count on my hand. Period. As me raising young men, I try to tell them all the time, you have to be careful. But I shouldn't be trying to tell them they have to be careful in society, because that wasn't the way I was taught. But now that, so many, I'm not going to try to be, I guess, so Caucasian people, they take advantage of us as African American. How about that?
Not all.
And it's not just Caucasian people. It's 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 Chinese people, it's Mexican people. We all somehow think that since we're not the same race, that we're not equal. Prime example. Like I said, twice how, well, I have been talked about twice or racially discriminated twice. The broccoli is great too. Um, the first time it was from actually a Maristor casino. I was trying to get in, and the guy, Caucasian guy at the front, he checked my ID, and he said the ID doesn't look like me. Can I give him more proof? So me standing there, I'm like, wow, okay. I have my purse with me. I have credit cards in here. I have mail that says my name on it. I have anything you can think. So security cards in here, like all of it is in my purse. And I showed the guy. He still says it's not me because my nose is too big on her. Now, us as African American, we all know that when you get to talking about our nose, y'all trying to stereotype us, put us in a category. So right then and there, I'm like, what? How can you say it's not me because of my nose? My nose is the same size now as it was in there. And the fact that I done gave you every proof that you need that this is me, why are you steady saying it's not? He called gaming on me, highway patrol on me. They all escorted me to the back to talk amongst themselves. The guy asked me, well, what's your social? I ran it down to him. He whispered to the other guy and said, oh, that's her. Yes, it's me. Who else can it be? Like, why would I give you all information of someone else? So my mom, she was so furious because I went with her. And she was like, that's not right. But me, I'm the type of person I'll be like, you know what, forget it. I'm not even finna indulge in it because, it's just ignorant people out here. And there's nothing I can do about it. I wound up letting it go. My mom was like, nah, don't let it go because they're going to continue to do things like that to you. But it's nothing we can do. Well, it's something we can do, but in the same time, in the same token, like, look how much we done in the past. Like, there's really nothing. We sit out here, we ride every time something like this happened. The Floyd situation. But yet, we voice our opinions, but our opinions never get heard. Like, they say, okay, well, we'll work on it. But yet you do it to another black person. How are you working on it? And don't get me wrong, everyone's actions are not accounted. We can't account everyone's actions as what we do. But in the same token, it's like, what else is it to do? Now, that's the first incident. The second incident, I got a nose piercing. And I was so psyched about it. So, I went and got them done at this shop. I'm not going to say the race of the shop, but I got it done at this shop. And when I got it done, it was just quick and it was fine. So I noticed like a day later, like, dang, when do they stop sticking the piercing all the way through your nose? Because it wasn't fully pierced. So I said, oh, wow. Let me go back up here and find out why. So I went back up there and the guy was like, no, we don't stick a back in it no more because it can get infected. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's the way they do it. So, no, let me rewind it. Let me take it back. That wasn't the issue. The first issue is because I didn't see the back of the piercing hanging out. So I went up there to ask them, like, okay, where is the back at that's in my nose? And she was like, no, we don't have backs on it no more. I was like, okay. So the next day I goes and I was looking really good. I'm like, hold up. It's not even pierced all the way through. So she was like, so I was like, okay, I need to go back up here because they haven't pierced my nose all the way through. So I got up there and I talked and I asked the guy and he was like, okay, we'll talk to someone in the back. The lady comes to me and says, well, it is pierced, but it's not. You has the longest nose piercing that there is out there. So with the nose that you have, it cannot get pierced all the way through. And I'm like, what? So I'm just flabbergasted. Like, what do you mean? What are you saying? My nose is too big that you can't put a ring in it? So she was like, well, basically, that's what it is. I know 2 or 3 people like that. Their nose is too big that you can't put it back. So I'm like, hold up. You're not, you're trying to be funny. I have a best friend who have a nose piercing, and hers is like a ring. It goes all the way through. So she was like, well, some people nose can actually, I can show you a ring. So she get to showing me nose rings. And I'm like, Well, nah, these are really small. There are bigger nose rings than this. So she was like, basically, your nose is too big. So I'm like, dang. So I was so like mad and distraught about it. I'm gonna actually let you actually see it. I was so mad and distraught about it. I was like, wow. So I go and have um I went and have an African American shop piercings, and he did it with no problem. I don't know if you can actually see it, but on the side of it is the actual nose piercing that I had first, and it was, and she was saying that she couldn't get it through. My nose piercing is fine now, so it wasn't that because my nose was too big that they couldn't pierce it. So that's another time I just was like, and my friend was like, well, just go get your money back. At least do that. And like I said, I'm the type of person, I cannot account for everyone out here. I know people out here are ignorant, and that's all I can say. And I will leave it at that. But not to get off, and I'm back to the fact that they really did that. He really did that boy wrong. Well, that young man. And it's so, but the thing of it is, the way that we react to it is not appropriate because we're out here looting and tearing out our own community. The stores that we go to every day, we're tearing it up. So when all this is over with, what will we have? We won't have a convenience store to go to. We won't have a Rainbow or City Gear or Foot Locker or anything else to go to because you tore it up. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to handle the situation. You're burning down people's houses and cars and stuff that don't even have nothing to do with the situation. The thing of it is, as us, as a whole, we have to come up with other options of doing things because that's truly not the way. Yes, he was very wrong. Yes, he should get the utmost penalty for it. The top of the gun because that was just racism all over. The man, because if he was Caucasian on that ground, trust and believe it would never even went that way. But the fact that he was an African American man, that's why it went that way. But as a whole, we have to do better. We have to find other ways to resolve issues because that is not the way. Us as black people, well, I'm not just going to say black people. Us as a union need to all stick together. The coronavirus. When the corona came in the U.S., it's white. They didn't come for Caucasian people. They didn't come for Mexicans. They didn't come for blacks. They came for all of us. It wasn't a color on her. So when we leave this earth, it's not a color attached. It doesn't even matter. We all live and die. Yeah, you better know it. I don't know. I don't understand why it's so much. I don't understand how color can be so much an issue with this world. I wasn't taught that way. I was taught to see people for who they are. It amazes me every day when I see a person that's saying, well, look at her because she looked like that. Look at him because he looked like that. I don't think you should look at nobody because they look anyway. I don't know what the future may bring, but I pray it get better. As you will know, I'm very spiritual. I believe God will see us through anything. But I do believe that a lot of stuff we make we make bad decisions. We react really quickly, and when you do that, it always be in the wrong way. instead of sitting back thinking about things before you do it. I don't know, like it's very a sad, it's very much a sad situation because there's another African American man gone from this earth for no reason. And they quick to say, well, we kill each other. Y'all doing a great job doing it for us too. It's it's very sad. I do hope it get better because, like I said, I have kids of my own. I don't want to teach them to say run from Caucasian people or white people. I don't want to teach them that, you know, when you ride down the street, always look for them. Watch the police because they gonna be on you. I don't want to think like that. I don't want to teach them to think like that because there are a lot of good people out here. This world is very, very big. And there's so many out of your lifetime, there's so many places of this world you'll never see. But while you here, it's like, you want it to get better for them. They are my future for sure. And some of you guys' futures. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I eat my hand too. This food is really good. It's kind of spicy though. Shout out to all the people that love spicy food. This is probably a dish you will love. I I can eat spicy food, but I really can't eat spicy food. I am going to do a challenge later on. It'll be coming up. Actually, me and my husband is. He can eat spicy food. Look into our other videos. He did win the hot noodle challenge. I quit. I'm not a spicy person. My daughter actually made it through it, but I didn't. But I'm going to finish eating this food because it is delicious. But I just wanted to talk to you guys and touch bases of what's really going on out here in this world, and it's very, very sad. Like I said, as an African American, I feel so sad and deeply hurt about the situation. For this guy to sit there like he's nothing, and treat him the way that he did, like he's not even a citizen, like he's not even a factor. That's not right. And like I said, I am all for it. Whatever y'all do to him, please give him the most top of the penalty that he can get because it's not right. But still, as us African Americans, we have to find a better way of doing things because all this looting and stuff is and burning down stuff, it's not gonna resolve nothing. It's just another more businesses and places that we have to go to every day is just gone. It's gone. And we, these people are working so hard to try to rebuild stuff back over again, but we don't think about them things. For every action, there's a consequence. So how far are you willing to go? All right, you guys. Till next time, love, life, peace.